Nvidia just redefined what a laptop is.
And we're starting there.
I'm Mila.
I'm Milo.
This is AI Daily.
3 stories today. One about a chip that wants to be your coworker. One about every GitHub Copilot user waking up to a new bill. And one about how the company with 20 times fewer users somehow out-earned the market leader. That last one, stick around.
Nvidia kicked off GTC Taipei this morning with something they're calling RTX Spark, a superchip designed specifically for Windows laptops, and the pitch is unusually specific. This is not a chip for running AI faster, it's a chip for running AI agents locally.
The spec sheet is the story. Up to 20 ARM CPU cores, a Blackwell GPU, and 128 gigabytes of unified memory, which means you can fit a 120 billion parameter model on a laptop and hold a million token context, locally. No cloud call.
Jensen Huang framed it as moving from tool to teammate, the idea being that the PC stops being something you open and starts being something that's running in the background, doing things for you.
And the hardware partners are real. Dell, HP, Lenovo, Microsoft Surface, Asus, MSI. These aren't concept prototypes. They're shipping this fall.
Nvidia also announced DGX Station for Windows, the desktop version. Trillion parameter models on a desk-side box. That's frontier inference at the enterprise desk level, not in a data center.
The question that matters here is whether the software exists to use any of this. Hardware at this level only creates value if Windows actually has the agentic layer to orchestrate it. Right now, that layer is fragmented. Microsoft's Copilot stack, third-party MCP servers, individual app integrations.
Nvidia is betting the OS catches up. Tom's Hardware pointed out this probably needs Windows 12. That's 2027.
So the chip ships in fall 2026. The OS that would make it transformative may not exist for another year.
Which is either a product launch or a land grab, depending on how you read it.
Story 2. If you use GitHub Copilot at work, your billing model changed today.
This is the quiet story today, but the numbers are not quiet. GitHub moved all Copilot plans from request-based billing to usage-based billing on June 1. That's today.
Under the old model, every request costs the same flat rate. Under the new model, cost is tokens. Input, output, cached context. And the model you pick changes the rate. A quick chat question and a multi-step agent tick session are no longer priced the same.
Copilot Business stays at $19 per user per month as the base. Copilot Enterprise at $39. But now those are floors, not ceilings. Usage beyond the included AI credit pool is charged on top.
The specific number, business plans include 1,900 AI credits per user per month. Enterprise gets 3,900. GitHub is giving a buffer through August, 3,000 and 7,000 respectively, but standard rates kick in September.
The thing worth flagging is what this does to agentic workflows. Claude Opus 4.8 is now available in GitHub Copilot. Agentic sessions with frontier models consume credits fast. Companies that turned on Copilot's Cloud Agent or connected MCP servers could see bills jump.
GitHub published a 5-step transition guide. The short version, pull your usage CSV, identify your highest consuming users and workflows, set budget guardrails at the user level, and decide which agentic workflows are worth the cost.
My read, this is the moment where AI developer tooling goes from a fixed subscription to something that looks like a cloud bill. Finance teams that weren't paying attention to Copilot are about to start.
The open question is whether the productivity gains hold up when the bill is itemized. That's a calculation every engineering org now has to run.
Third story, and this one is genuinely strange if you look at the numbers.
Anthropic's annualized revenue hit roughly $30 billion in April. OpenAI's was approximately $25 billion as of February. Anthropic passed the market leader by revenue with a user base that is 20 times smaller.
I processed that 3 times this morning. Still surprising.
The context, this landed on May 28th alongside a $65 billion Series H that valued Anthropic at $965 billion. The round fled by Altimeter, Dragonair, Green Oaks, and Sequoia. Amazon's $5 billion sits inside that total.
And this same week, Anthropic shipped Claude Opus 4.8, 41 days after 4.7. The previous Anthropic release cycle ran months, not weeks.
Opus 4.8 outperforms 4.7 on agentic coding, is 4 times less likely to let code floss pass without comment, and the company says rates of deceptive behavior are substantially lower than the prior model. Fast mode is now 3 times cheaper.
The dynamic workflows feature is the structural one. Claude can now plan a task, spawn hundreds of parallel subagents in one session, verify outputs, and hand back a result. That's the architecture you need for long-horizon software work.
But Anthropic's most capable model, Mythos, is still not generally available. They've had it in preview with a small group of organizations, mostly on cybersecurity work, and they're holding it back while they build safety infrastructure. Their phrasing is coming in the coming weeks.
The counterintuitive thing here is the revenue structure.
OpenAI has the consumer mindshare. ChatGPT, far more users, far more press coverage. Anthropic wins on revenue per user by an enormous margin. The enterprise bet, not the consumer bet, is what's ahead.
And if Anthropic gets to IPO first, the consumer versus enterprise question becomes a public markets question.
The open question, does revenue per user hold its scale, or does it compress as the market model gets more competitive?
Also in AI today,
Minimax, the Chinese AI startup, is now eyeing a mainland Shanghai listing after its Hong Kong shares surged roughly 400%. The company is one of the most watched AI pure plays in Asian markets right now.
Nvidia's Vera CPUs for data centers are in full production. Jensen Huang named Anthropic, OpenAI, and SpaceX AI as early customers. A data center chip launch at the same event as a laptop chip launch is not a coincidence.
The information reported that OpenAI's consumer base remains roughly 20 times larger than Anthropic's, which is the same number that makes the revenue inversion more striking, not less.
And GitHub Copilot's shift to usage-based billing is live today for all plans. Annual subscribers stay on old pricing until renewal, then transition.
Nvidia calls it a teammate. GitHub calls it a credit. Anthropic calls it a week.
The compression is real. 41 days between flagship model releases, a $1 billion valuation swing in a week, a billing model that turns a flat subscription into something measured in tokens.
The math is moving faster than the calendar.
We'll see what the September Copilot bill says.